Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. I hope you guys are doing well. I kind of wanted to do a card chat, but this is one of the brief moments that I'm getting some alone time. So I feel like time's getting away from me, so I'm just going to do it now. We are mid-June. I cannot believe it's June already. 6 months into 2024. I hope you're all doing well. Sometimes I film ahead. Life is busy right now. I love being a mom. And I have zero regrets. Best thing I've ever done, but it is harder to find time to film. Anyway, at this point, you guys might be sick of me mentioning weight loss. That was one of my goals, is to get more comfortable sharing and not let that affect me. And so I'm practicing doing that. And I tried to impart this to a certain point in my last update video, but I do feel like from my experience being overweight, which is most of my life, that I always felt like a small amount of weight loss wasn't good enough. I always felt like I had 100 pounds to lose. I'm never going to get there. What's the point? And so this is kind of to inspire you that 10 pounds is good enough. 5 pounds, anything is really good enough. So this video is basically 10 ways that losing 10 pounds can improve your life. And I know we're all at different stages, etc. But I have had such good benefits. And some of them started like day 3 of kind of eating on track. So it doesn't even take 10 pounds to start seeing these results. I feel like you see some of them the minute you're on track. 5 pounds, 1 pound, 10 pounds. It's worth it. So anyway, number 1 is more energy. And this for me, energy started, I would say, within 3 days of eating on track. And I haven't been tracking food in this journey so far, but again, I am very conscious of only eating, when I'm hungry, and, I stop when I'm full. So I mean, seriously, within 3 days, I had way more energy, and it just keeps coming. So more energy, and I was feeling very lethargic. I didn't like the way I felt, and that was part of it, a red flag. I just felt like I was kind of rotting away, and I needed to not do that, especially because I have a 9-year-old. I want to be here as long as I can for her. So number 1, way more energy. Number 2 kind of goes hand in hand, but endurance / stamina. I was getting to be where I couldn't stand or walk for long, and that sounds dramatic. So like, I was still going on hikes, I was still going to the gym, but my body felt tired, wanting to sit down, not wanting to like go to like long things. So it wasn't so extreme that I didn't do anything. I mean, that sounds like I'm just sitting in a chair all day. But my endurance had gotten really bad. I wasn't motivated to go do things like, so my endurance and stamina have went through the roof. Today we did a family hike. Had my daughter not been there, we would have done what we call Cardiac Hill. It's a big hill. I had more energy. I was ready to keep walking. But my daughter did not want to do Cardiac Hill, which I don't blame her. So I have more energy. I want to hike longer. I think I said this in my last video. We have a normal hike we do for date night, and normally I am dragging. And that was one of the things. I was dragging towards the end, and I am no longer dragging. I could go for longer. Same thing on the elliptical. I've increased my time, increased how far I'm going. So I have more endurance. I'm ready to go. Energy and endurance. And I got that. I'm at like 16 pounds down now. I got that fairly soon. 10 pounds, definitely. I'm not quite sure exactly at what point I had noticed that, but definitely within 10 pounds. Number 3, clothes fit better. And this is going to be a weird one. My shoes fit better. My socks fit better. And that sounds ridiculous. So I have these no-show socks I wear with my work clogs. And I was getting to where I couldn't wear those. So then when I started wearing full length pants, I could just wear normal socks. And I thought it was the brand or the type of the no-show socks because I felt like, I don't know, we're cutting off my circulation. That should have been some sort of mental sign that my feet didn't fit the sock. I don't know. They don't have plus size socks. Anywho, but those no longer do that. I can wear my no-show socks and they don't hurt my feet. So my shoes fit better. My socks fit better. Weirdly, my watch fits better. This was getting to where I had to loosen it up during the day. And I now have to tighten it. I mean, not during the day, but like it's on a tighter notch. I do lose weight in odd places. I noticed it on my neck. My clothes also started, like, I need new clothes. I desperately need new pants. A lot of my clothes are too big. So already with just 10 to 16 pounds down, I'm needing different clothes. So your clothes fit better. Not number one, that was number 3. Number 4, you feel successful. And that happens to me, like I would say by day 3 of being on track, I feel a tremendous uplift in my mood. I don't even think that's on my list, but that's just kind of, I guess it is at the bottom. That was just like, when you feel successful, you just have a positive outlook. I feel like your self-esteem goes up. That happened to me again within the first few days of just knowing I'm eating on track. And for me, that does not mean only eating health food. I am done restricting my diet to only health food. So I want to incorporate reasonably desserts, hamburgers, whatever it is, and not feel guilty about it. And so being successful just makes you feel so much better about yourself. Let's talk about some medical things. Lower blood pressure. I've never had a problem with lower blood pressure. And in all honesty, my blood pressure always runs low. But when you lose weight, it is scientifically proven to lower your blood pressure. So my blood pressure will lower. It's always been kind of low, so that's not really a problem. Your resting heart rate, which I think goes hand in hand, will also lower. So I have a Fitbit mainly. I mean, it's not Fitbit. This is a Garmin now. Originally, a long time ago, I wanted to hit a number of certain steps a day. I honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I use this for the buzz. Like it connects with my phone at school. I don't want to have my ringer on. But if I look at my data from before I started being on track to now, my resting heart rate has dropped, I would say like 4 to 5 beats per minute. So your heart is not working as much. I guess that's what we're trying to say here. Your heart is not working as much to fuel your body with oxygen and blood, etc. Less joint pain is also one of the top ones. I think that can even happen within 5 pounds. And same with the lower blood pressure. 5 pounds, 10 pounds makes a big difference on your joints. And so my knees have always given me trouble. I played soccer. I've had 2 knee surgeries because of soccer. And those were a long time ago. So I often suffer from joint pain. That has stopped. So back before I finally got, like, I don't know, I started on this journey. My hips were hurting. Now thinking of it, my hips haven't hurt. My hips were hurting, which was unusual. I don't know what that was quite from. My knees would kind of hurt. So less joint pain. And I don't even know why I wrote this down because it kind of goes with the other one, but less heart stuff risk. So losing weight helps a lot. And I'm sure there's a gazillion more ways losing 10 pounds would help your overall just body health. Oh, and this one goes back to the other one, so I did have it down. But I feel like self-esteem raises, which I guess it kind of all goes, 3 of these kind of all go together. But you feel proud of yourself for accomplishing things. And that even happens, again, when I'm in a groove and I'm on track. I just feel so much better about myself. Number 9 is I think I stopped counting. And like I said, I've now realized that I feel like 3 of these kind of tied into one. It's easier to exercise. I've always loved exercise. I've been active pretty much my whole life. Like I just got done saying I played soccer, and then in college, kind of like the hiking bug bit me. But it is easier to exercise. It was getting, like I said, I did it because it cleanses my soul. I need to do it. But it was getting painful to hike. I couldn't hike as long. It is easier to hike. And so it's easier to exercise. So it doesn't take drastic amounts of weight to get a lot of benefits. And then again, number 10 is happier, you're more positive, which I think, again, ties back into the whole thing. But if I never lost another pound, I feel like this is an absolute win. I am so much happier. I can go longer on hikes. I can do so much more. I have energy. I'm not sitting around being so lazy and lethargic. So I feel like you do not have to lose 100 pounds, 80 pounds to get a lot of benefits. I've always known that I was never going to medically be the weight they want me to be. I think the doctor BMI chart or the weight chart is even more crazy than the Weight Watcher ones. But I had done Weight Watchers for probably close to 2 decades, if we're going to be honest, off and on. And I did have success with that. But anyway, that's not the point here. But they wanted me to be at 165 for my height. And I am never going to be 165. I have no plans on being 165, and I'm totally fine with that. In my weight loss journey prior, the lowest I got was about, I think, 189, 190. And I was so excited to be in like what some people call like the Wonderland. But I don't think I would have ever gotten much more past that, which is totally fine with me. So at this point, I've reached a bunch of my goals. I wanted to have more energy. All these things that I achieved, I'm so happy with. I want to lose more, but I'm just telling you, like, if the hill looks too big on what number they tell you you need to lose, 10 pounds, and you will see a drastic difference. I also practiced in the last year liking myself for who I am. And so that's a big thing with me. And so even if you don't ever lose to 10 pounds, you're worth it. You're awesome. But anyway, hopefully this maybe motivates you or helps inspire you. But I just want to know that a small amount can do wonders. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.